Aloha, 6th grade. So, I am gone. I am in Hawaii on vacation with my family. But while I'm gone, you're going to be doing some MCA prep. Now, do your best to take notes with me. Write everything down that I write down. Today we are reviewing number theory. Our essential question is, why does order matter? Learning targets, I can simplify expressions. This goes way back to September when we first started school. And we're just going to review. This should be easy for you that you're like, oh yeah, it's all coming back now. So what we use is we use GEMMA to kind of help hint us. You might remember PEMDAS as well. But when we use GEMMA, G stands for grouping. So with your pencil, write down grouping off the G. Some symbols we use for grouping. Parentheses. Might see some brackets, right? That is where we start to simplify the expression. We look for those first. All right, then we've got E. E for exponents. Okay, and those exponents, right, is like if I had 5 squared. That 2 is telling me there's 2 5s multiplied together. So that would equal 5 times 5. So 5 squared is not 10, 5 squared is 25. Make sure you write all of that down. M. M stands for multiply or divide. Okay? When we multiply or divide, right, you're looking for a multiplication sign, you're looking for a dot. You might see 5, 3 like that, which means to multiply because they are touching, right? When I am dividing, you might see a fraction or a division sign. Okay, when we multiply or divide, biggest thing we need to remember is that we work from left to right. So write that with your pencil, that arrow. If you need to add in L to R to remember that it's left to right, do that now. At any time, if I'm going too fast, just pause the video or rewind it and start again. All right, next we've got A stands for addition, add, or subtraction. Okay, when we add, you're just going to see a plus sign, subtraction, a minus sign. This, though, is the same thing. We're going to work left to right. If all we have left is addition and subtraction, we read and solve it like a book. All right, so let's do one example together over on the right side of your space. If you need to pause to get caught up, do that now and then try the example. Okay, so I've got 5 squared plus 10 minus 3 times 2 times 2. All right, write that down. Try solving it by yourself. See if you can do it. See what number you get. You should get it down to one number. All right, I'm going to start. So first thing I'm looking for is grouping. Do I see any grouping symbols? I sure do right here. So I'm going to group together 3 times 2 is 6. I'm going to bring everything else down. Don't forget all your symbols. Okay? All right, next I've got exponent, adding, subtracting, multiplying. Well, I did my grouping. Oh, exponent. So I'm going to do my 5 squared next. We already talked about 5 squared. It's not 10. It is 25 plus 10 minus 6 times 2. All right, next up, multiply or divide. Do I have any multiplication division? Sure do right here. Multiplying 6 times 2 is 12. 25 plus 10 minus 12. Use your multiplication chart if you don't know your multiplication facts. Now I've got 25 plus 10 minus 12. All right, now I'm down to that. I did my multiplication division. I have addition and subtraction. Because that's all I have left, I just work left to right. So I'm going to do 25 plus 10 first. That is 35. And I have 35 minus 12. 35 minus 12 is 23. Okay. All right, moving on. At the bottom, you've got greatest common factor and least common. Oh, this should be multiple. Cross this out. Miss Weinkoff. Multiple. There we go. There might be a couple mistakes in this packet. My bad. Not perfect. Oops, come on, focus, buddy. All right, greatest common factor. So that word factor, right? Those are the values that make a number. You can multiply together to get that number, right? So we're going to say largest factor two numbers share, or that they have in common. So make sure you write that down in your notes. Largest factor two numbers share. Okay? Then we've got an example. Greatest common factor of 24 and 5. Whoa, that's what I thought. Greatest common factor of 24 and 9. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to write 24, and I'm going to write 9, and then I'm going to make a list. Remember making these lists? What are some numbers that go evenly into 24? I can multiply together to get 24. Well, look at your multiplication chart. Your factors are all the numbers inside. Oh no, just kidding. They're all the numbers outside. Whoa, outside. So look at the outside edge of your multiplication chart. Those darker numbers, those are all your factors. They go into the numbers. Try to find 24 and 9. So some numbers you can multiply together to get 24 is 6 and 4, 8 and 3. It's even, so you know that you can do 2 times something, 2 times 12. You also can multiply 1 times 24. Okay. I think those are all the multiples of 24. And then 9 and 1, 3 times 3, but because I have 2 3s, I just write it 1 time, 1 digit. Alright, these are all of my factors. I need to now look and see what is the greatest common. Well, what do they have in common? I've got 1, and they have 3. What is greater, 1 or 3? Yeah, 3. So I'd say GCF equals 3. Okay? Alright, last thing for our notes today, least common multiple. So this is going to be, what does least mean? Smallest multiple two numbers share. Now, you might have more than 2 numbers. You might have 3 numbers, 4 numbers. It's the same process, though. All right, my example says 36 and 30. 36, 30. Same thing, I'm going to make some lists, but here's the deal. I'm now going to be counting up. Ooh, this line cut off. We didn't do this very well. Let's do this as a, let's say this is 10. So change your 36 to 10. I wasn't really thinking there. I was still thinking greatest common factor. Least common multiple. Alright, what are our multiples of 10? That means we're going to skip count 10. 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, and then my dad's telling me I keep going. Now let's skip count 30. If you can't skip count 30, think what's 30 plus 30? 60. What's 60 plus 30 more? 90. What's 90 plus 30 more? 120. Alright, let's compare these multiples. Alright, well I see they both have 30. They both have 60. We are looking for the smallest multiple though. So which one is the smallest? 30. So LCM equals 30. Alright, those are your notes for today. If you need to back up, rewrite some stuff, awesome. But then you're going to work on your practice page, which is on the back side of this page. Just flip it over. Once you finish, you can check your answers with the answer key. And I also want you to get signed off by the sub. This is due on Friday. This whole packet is due Friday, and I am looking for all those signatures from your sub. If you don't have those signatures, you're not getting points for that day. So make sure you check in, ask questions, and get this done. You got it, 6th grade. Miss you. Bye.